Hey guys, I was going to be shooting a video about this trail system that we have at my local spot, but instead I crashed, so I'm bringing to you this video about breaking my gimbal, unfortunately, but I found a fix for it that I'll show you guys in a second.
A little off-camera spot coming up right here.
So unfortunately on this crash, the gimbal ended up spinning so many times on the third axis that a cable pulled out, which you'll see in a future clip. But I tried to keep filming after. I didn't realize the cable was out at this point. So the third axis that's what keeps it from tilting. It's just pointing at the ground right now just because of gravity. So the gimbal itself is keeping everything straight, but you'll just see the tilt of the GoPro towards the ground. So this has actually happened once before, and I cut it out in my Mount Wilson video. But I'll show you guys the spinning action, and once it spins too many times, that's when it pulls out the cable. So you'll see it spin,
Make sure you're prepared for that.
It has this kind of buzzing noise, and I think that's the cable starting to pull out. So when I actually crashed the second time, I think that's when it finally pulled all the way out, and that's when I had to fix it.
Jeez. Having gimbal issues. I guess they don't like when you slam the gimbal on your bar.
So this is the shape the gimbal is in after the crash. So we're gonna turn it on. You're only supposed to turn it on with the GoPro in there. I don't know why, but I've just heard that. So yeah, so basically the gimbal will work. Like these two axes work, but this one does not. It does nothing. It just, so basically when I crashed, it spun around like this so many times that the cable actually fell out. So what we're gonna do today is put that cable back in, which we're gonna start by unscrewing these 3 bolts on the side. We're gonna turn the gimbal off. So this wrench actually came in the kit with the Feiyutech gimbal. So the issue was this cable right here basically got twisted around so much that it fell out from this slot in there. So it's actually quite difficult to reroute this back in. And unfortunately right here is actually a magnet. So you really want to try and find something that's not metal to help poke it back inside. Okay. So the only thing we could find that wasn't really metal that will do the job would be a toothpick. So we're going to start off by putting these 3 prongs up into the slot. So unfortunately you're barely going to be able to see this because it's such a tight spot. It's pretty difficult, but you're going to want to slot this right. No way, it was that fast.
Did you really?
Can you see in there? So the cable is getting in, and we're pushing it down. So we were able to get it all connected. Takes a little bit of finessing, but eventually you'll get it. So then we just put these 3 lines in and get it connected back up. And then we're going to reinstall these 3 bolts while keeping pressure on the mount itself. So now that it's all back together, we'll turn the gimbal on. And you can see now it actually moves when I turn it on. So now we're going to set our point. Stays in place. And then as we move the gimbal, unfortunately the angle was wrong, so I'll reset the point. So now, as you can see, the third axis now works, and the gimbal is back to brand new. So that's all it took to get the gimbal back up and running, and I'm glad we were able to fix it, because it was quite expensive if we had to bring it back, and it's not really a warranty issue when you crash out and hurt yourself. After this, we were able to get some more footage of riding, so I hope you enjoy. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and subscribe if you want to see more mountain bike content. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for videos, you can comment down below. I hope to see you guys out on the trails. Cheers.
No, no, no.